So I will present you in a few words our main innovative framework for our startups, for our young innovative companies, because this is also our main purpose of work, and we are the public financial institution for the support of SMEs, and among these products we also have a lot of special products specialized for young companies, for startups, and this is quite important for our future, of course, in all EU member countries. And 80% of all our support comes from European Commission. That means the money comes from the European Commission. Therefore, we of course have to have our programs in line with EU guidelines. And therefore, I have to tell a few words also about the European Commission guidelines according to startup policy. Well, startups the support of young innovative companies is also very important for the European Commission, especially because there is still a gap between a demand of financial resources from the startups and on the other side also the gap between the supply of these financial sources from the investors. And in order to pass through this gap and to stimulate the creation of new jobs, the European Commission wants to support this kind of sector, this kind of entrepreneurial sectors, startups, young innovative people with different financial incentives. And the last program to support this kind of activities is also Juncker Investment Plan, which includes many opportunities also for young innovative companies. And this investment plan is focused only on removing obstacles for investments and also to providing visibility and technical assistance to investment projects. At least 15 billion euro are made available to the projects in the next few years, and these projects has to be done by the SMEs and mid-caps via the SME window, provided through the financial intermediaries like banks and venture capital funds, also some funds of business angels. And this window is coordinated through EIF, European Investment Fund, and implemented by the national promotional institution, like we are, for example. And 5 billion euro of direct public financial resources will be available for SMEs in the next few years. And with this money, the companies, the SME companies and mid-caps would be able to create more than 75 billion euro of different investments in all 28 EU member states. And Slovenian Enterprise Fund is, as I already said, also the one of this national promotion institution. We are here for our startups, for SME startups, and we have already started with the COSME program, which is also the part of Juncker Investment Plan, and this presents the guarantee support for the bank loans. So we offer guarantees and we subsidize interest rate of these bank loans, and these bank loans can be used by the SMEs and also by the startups and young companies, because we try to find the partnership with the banks and we try to attract the banks also to invest in this young entrepreneurship sector. And the whole program, this guarantee program for the Slovenia, is worth 180 million euro, and around 40 million euro of this money have to go into the SME or into the startup companies. This is the support on the guarantee side, but within this framework of this Juncker Investment Plan, there is also the support for the venture capital, seed and venture capital. And in the frame of this plan, we will be able also to offer the special startups incentives. For this year, the amount of these incentives are around 2 million euro. This is the really startup money for this first phase, for the establishment and for the development of the project or the service of this very startup company. And in the next phase, in the second development phase, which presents the entry to the market, We will offer to our companies also this year the seed capital in total amount of 2.5 million euro, and we will do it together with the business angels and other private investors. For the third phase, that means the phase of global growth, where the needs for investments are higher and also the companies needs higher support. We will do it through the venture capital, together with the private venture funds. And the European Commission wants that this won't be only the national venture funds, but the venture fund which will be organized for the whole Central European region. That means for the Slovenia, Croatia, Italy, Austria, Czech Republic, Hungary. And this region is quite similar according to this venture capital development. And our companies would have in next 3-4 years really the possibility to get the professional venture capital too for their global growth. So this is the support according to all EU guidelines, and we are very pleased to be the part of this support too. And I believe that our companies really these days have quite appropriate environment, appropriate financial support, but not only the financial support. We are connecting this financial support with the mentoring programs, with the coaching programs, together with our partners in the startup ecosystem. That means together with the technological parks, incubators, faculties, and all other partners in this environment, also with the startup mentors, and these mentors present really big help to our new startups and companies. But now I would like to present also the few figures about 10 years of support of startups, because this year is really, it presents a milestone for our support, because we started 10 years ago with the startup support, and this period of time we supported more than 600 startups with 45 million euro. At the beginning, this support was really the support with startup money, with the startup grants, but then we developed also other financial products like seed capital together with the business angels, and also venture capital together with the venture capital funds. And all together in these last 10 years we invested in our startups, as I said, 45 million euro. And with this support, these companies generated more than 75 million euro of new investments. And 15 million euro were from the venture funds, and 2 million euro also from the business angels. And this is for our environment very important, because before that support we didn't have any private investors for this kind of startups, for this kind of companies. But now with this support we attract also private investors to come and to see some opportunities in our startups too, and that's why we are satisfied with these results. And all other results are also very good. The survival rate is 87%, which is very high for startup sector. That means that 540 companies are still growing and developing. They created in that time more than 1,000 new jobs with the higher value added. That means very qualified new jobs. And already with the very quick calculation, we calculated that these companies already now, in these first years of establishment, repay in our tax budget around the same amount of money that was invested in them. 43 million euro of different taxes were already paid by these companies to state budgets. So this help is very useful. And of course, we have to face that these companies are still growing. Some of them are only 1 or 2 years old. So the real results will already come. They increase the income. You can see here some figures. The average income per company is around 230,000 euro, but the maximum profit, the maximum income created by one of these companies was 13.5 million euro. They also create profits, what is also good. The average profit per company is 32,000 euro, but the maximum amount was also 5.7 million euro. But what is also the most important, the average value added per employee is 44,000 euro employee, and this is higher than the average of value added created in Slovenian SMEs, and also the average of created value added by on the EU level. So it really shows that these new jobs are higher value added jobs. And also this year, as I already said, still our startups still have the possibility to apply for different kinds of support, also for really this startup or seed, pre-seed phases, and also for their global growth. And I believe, according to all these results, our government will support startup programs in the future too, and I'm sure we will be able to hear a new successful story in the future too. So thank you for this by now.